Well, hello YouTubers, this is my latest project, Cessna Skyhawk 172 by Nichimo or something. It's quite an old kit, I believe 15-20 years old approximately, thereabouts. I'm building it for a friend I know who's in his 70s, who used to have a private pilot's licence. He's now retired, so he wants me to build this kit up. Just bear with me, YouTubers. Just bear with me. Got the instructions there. Like I say, it's too big to fit on the table. Just bear with me. So I know the photograph's not brilliant, but this is his plane. That's obviously a Cessna, but the colour scheme differs slightly from that of the box art. Obviously it's got stripes that are going to need masking up there. Stripes on the wheels. Obviously he wants his code on there, which is obviously different from what's on the box, but that's no problem. Get some aftermarket decals for that. So yeah, the instructions, I mean, black and white, quite a lot to get through, to be honest, but it does look harder than it is, this kit, but the parts are big and chunky. I've ticked off the sequences as I've gone along. Probably the most difficult thing about it was the motor, because it does come with a little motor, so you can have it motorised, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so I built the engine up obviously and having it unmotorised, but the propeller will move. I suppose what I could have done is done a modification and built part of the engine, but just put the motor in without the bits, and just put the motor in, get a new air-fixed motor for about £5 and put that in, because obviously the cowling covers up the engine, so you wouldn't really know, but I've just gone for the engine unmotorised. Like I say, it's quite a detailed instructions, but at first glance it does look harder than it is, but the engine's the most difficult. There's quite a few hoses to on it and wires that you have to cut to certain lengths. That's obviously for the motorised version, that diagram there. You've got decals for the cockpit dash, that's the motor. The dash again. The inside of the fuselage, the door cords. I've painted the interior tan brown, but the guy did say his interior was blue, but I've just gone off the instructions, but he's not too fussed. It is quite detailed, it's in black and white. There's quite a bit to get through. It's going to keep me busy for some time. I've not seen a kit like this. I mean, whether this kit's obsolete, I'm going to see if I can track it down on eBay. That's the flaps, and they come with little springs so that the flaps move, so does the rudder. Getting final assembly there. I've soaked all the clear parts in Johnson's Clear, as they were a bit misty and they've come out like glass. Obviously that's for the motor, powered by I think 2 AA's or 2 treble A's. It's come with a nice, a neat little tool for cutting out the numbers. I hope this is clear enough. Anyway, it's not the best camera in the world, it's on my phone. Yeah, typical black and white. So yeah, that's the instructions, and the box is huge, so I'll just bear with me, YouTubers, get this, get the lid off. So you get some comparison to the size of this kit. This is the wingspan. It's probably almost the width of the box, so it's quite big. And all the little parts have come in here. I've not bothered with the glue, obviously I use a lot better glue, Reveiw contactor. All the parts are in here. Flaps, all the other bits here. Another flap. I've probably not got them the right way around, but I'm just showing you as an example. I have assembled. It come with actual little figures. This kit. It's quite smart. So he just wants to pile it in, and he's let me keep the other figures. So I'm going to paint them up. They're quite chunky figures as well, quite big, so they're easy to paint. Decals look brilliant. They've not been opened. Don't know what they're like, but the decals. There's the decals, massive. What else do we get? Quite a lot. This kit's, I'd love it myself, but it's obviously I'm building it for a friend. Just the colour scheme. It's all in Japanese, and at the moment I don't speak Japanese, and I don't intend to. I stick with good old English. Interior, I've gone for a tan brown, which is similar to that. This is a picture of his aircraft again, so I'm going to try and get it. I'm not looking forward to masking up. The only other thing as well is I tend to brush paint all my models with enamels, and I'm not going into the debate with acrylics or enamels, but I don't have an airbrush. Well, I do, I tell a lie, but it just absolutely stinks, and I'm not brilliant with it. I'm alright, I'm good with spray cans, but it's so fiddly to set up, so I'm going to brush paint it. And I've thinned the paint down, so put some really light coats on, and with a good brush. So I'll just put the box back on. I'll show you some of the bits that I've assembled. We'll just put that there for the time being. Put that there for the time being. That's the fuselage, and I've just put some filler along the seams. I'll show you the fuselage is quite big. It didn't fit brilliantly, the fuselage, but I have got it to fit in a fashion, and it's quite good. I've painted the interior all tan brown. I know you don't see much of it. The doors were meant to open on this kit, but they were really sloppy, so I've decided to glue the doors. And obviously the bit on the nose, that was a bad fit. I actually got a lighter and melted a bit of the plastic just to try and conform the shape of it, basically. But a bit of filler, I'm going to sand it down again, and a bit more filler and sand, and I'll get it spot on. The engine and the propeller does move, but that's the engine. I'm undecided whether to paint the engine up or not. Also the nose leg, it's on a suspension spring, which is novel, so I'll just put that back there. other bits and pieces which are pre-assembled, well, which I've assembled. Obviously they've got the springs on there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously they're on the flaps, and the rudder's going to move. You get the little springs in this box. Oh, there was something else I was going to show you. Yeah, the propeller goes on there, that spins. So just letting that dry. So, and the other bits, which is good, you get, let's get in the light a bit, it's not brilliant photography. You get rubber wheels, which got other bits to go on yet, the nuts inside and the wheel covers, which are going to be painted silver. So yeah, rubber tyres, so that's the 2 main wheels. 2 main wheels. The engine cowling, I painted gloss white, number 22. And it's actually come out quite decent, to be honest. What I've done, I've put one thin coat on, left it overnight. That's the engine cover that opens. I've put one thin coat on, let it dry overnight, lightly wet sanded it with 2000 grit, give it a second coat, and it looks pretty damn good. It's not too bad. Not bad for brush work, because I'm a perfectionist regarding painting. So yeah, I've got some of the pot. Let's get that back in there. The wheel struts, the canopy glass, absolutely huge parts, brilliant. Soaked it in Johnson's Clear. It's come out a lot better than what it was. The propeller, nice and chunky, gloss black, and number 22 white nose cone gloss. Put them bits all to there, I've marked them all up so I know which is which. Wheels for left and right legs, front nose wheel, right and left gear leg. So I think that's it for the moment, YouTubers. Wish it was my own kit, but it isn't. Building it for a friend. So there was the fit of the fuselage was pretty terrible, to be honest, but I have got it to fit. Loads of glue and loads of super glue as well. Sanded it down the seams this morning. Spent the whole morning sanding. Reveiw Plasto filler used in the seams, which I'm going to sand flush and then wet sand, get a really nice smooth finish, and then maybe a bit of rescribing. So yeah, just painting bits as I go along. I want to try and get a brilliant finish if I can, because obviously it's for a dear friend I know, and he's looking forward to seeing his pride and joy come back to him, so I really do want to get it the best I can. So that's it for the moment, YouTubers. If anyone knows where I can get this kit or whether it's obsolete, it'd be great if you'd give us a shout in one of your messages. But anyway, I'll keep you updated, YouTubers. Hope you're all well. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.